Day season. Do dee do.
You drew First Blood, not me.
Not me. Yeah. Yeah. We're just
still we're going.
We're just
stop
still
recording.
still going. Haven't stopped since yesterday. Just keep on talking.
Keep on talking. Keep on talking.
Yeah. So,
here we are.
Yeah, here we are. It's funny. Yesterday was kind of threw me off. It's like imagine if we could do that every day. Like that was our job.
Oh, man.
That would be crazy. It's like every day
could,
sit down.
Would.
I know. It's
but then when would we watch the movies?
Well, that's the thing is we'd have all our other time would be watching movies, and then we sit down and be like, "What'd you watch already today?" Oh, blah blah blah, and like it's
watch today. I'm watching it now.
Yeah. Well, it's funny when we were talking yesterday. I was thinking of pulling up some scene. I was like, "Hey, what about this scene?" And like doing stuff like that.
But then you get copyrighted, don't you? We got flagged.
We've been in trouble for that before.
True.
Yeah,
when you got trapped in the demo room.
There are ways around that. You'd have to go like really private. Like you'd have to just do a private video source and everything. It's like you can do stuff like that, and then what are they gonna? They can't come after you and stuff because you're on your own. What are you gonna do? But yeah,
we scratched the surface. No more than that. There's so much to go into, and even today, as I was driving around and listening to it, because I've had to be bouncing all over the city to various police stations and courts. So I've been listening back to it and thinking, "Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I should have talked about that." For a movie that's 90 minutes long, we went nearly 3 hours and we haven't touched it.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, what I wanted to know, I meant to ask you yesterday when we were wrapping up. It's like, you had your notes?
Yeah.
Did we get
I got through them?
We got all of them?
That was when I was asking the questions. I was steering it through the notes.
Yeah.
And I've got them all crossed off. The only one I think I did, what did I miss? Oh, is it a Christmas movie?
Oh, yeah.
That's the only one I did miss. But we both agree on that, so it's not much of a conversation.
But it's funny that you missed it because that is something to talk about, because I had said to you, I don't know if I said it before we hit live, or if I said it to you last week, but it does play into the Christmas part. And another movie I'm going to talk about today, maybe I'll mention it there, another Christmas movie, and how it does play into it. And even more so, like how we talked about the town being called, Hope and everything like that. But yeah, that was a blast. And then the chat, like you said, it's like, it was, so much fun.
No, it was great. Well, like I said, just going live on a Takeover Tuesday, just on a whim, really.
Yeah.
And I was sort of thinking, not that long ago, that would have been impossible, because one or both of us would have been like, "What do you mean live?" But we don't know whether we're going to be able to go through what. But now it's like live. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Just go for it. And it's like, yeah, okay, what's no problem.
Yeah.
Carry on.
No secrets here. None. No secrets.
But do you know what I mean? It's like there's no ifs, no buts, no maybes. It's just like, yeah, go on then. We know we can keep it mildly interesting to each other. And then if everyone else wants to tune in, and boy, did they tune in.
Yeah.
It's great as well. It's like, okay, cool. The only thing I did feel a bit bad about, and again, I've been thinking about this today, is we didn't involve the chat as much as we normally do, because we were so into what we were talking about. The chat kind of was a bit incidental, so I did feel a bit bad about that. So apologies to those that,
but it's also
we didn't engage like we do.
It was also a Takeover Tuesday. It's a surprise Takeover, so it was like, I mean, usually we did involve them here and there. But yeah, it was so much fun. So much fun.
It was good. Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, my mind was then ticking over with, okay, what's next? What's the next? Is there another? I mean, we can't do Star Wars because that's easy. Can't do Die Hard because that's your and Joe's thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So it's like, what else would there be? Because I mean, as much as I do like Part 2, First Blood Part 2, not enough to go into it in that kind of detail,
in depth,
or any of the other Rambo movies, to be fair. Actually, there was one other thing as well. So yeah, the next question is, what other ones are there? And I'm not rewatching The Fifth Element, So, that ain't happening. Midway, we could probably talk about, but not in a good
Oh
way.
my God. Yeah, that would be fun too, to do a movie that maybe, because that
Evil
would
Dead
be
Rise.
that would, yeah. Well, no, seriously, like we could do an in-depth of a movie, maybe one that one of us didn't like you said, like an Evil Dead Rise or a Midway or something like that, and really go back and forth on, but I mean, that's the problem with, like, we have so much fun with First Blood. It's like, how do you you can't, how do you recreate it?
Yeah.
It was literally spur of the moment. Like, you even just bringing it up the week before is what made it like, yeah, let's do that. And of course we can do, and that's what makes it organic, everything. And a lot of like what I said when you first came on, and it was like, we should do this everywhere and have a planned movie. It's like, no, it just has to happen, and that's what makes it great, makes it easy, makes it fun and real, which is part of what makes, like, part of that, just on a whim going live like that. A lot of people or not even a lot of people, myself included, it's like you might get like, I can't do that because you're not prepared, or you're afraid you're going to say, we're not like that. It's like, I'm prepared. No. It's like, and I'm also not afraid to like stick my foot in my mouth. It's like, we've done that enough, Once you're over that fear, it's no big deal.
And also to share, kind of things about your family, and about your dad and stuff that I didn't know, and again, you're not frightened to sort of share that and talk about it. And that it's respectful because we've got a respectful audience. And that kind of would have been something you way back when you would have been like, I can't talk about that. I'm not sure I feel comfortable enough talking about that. For fear of saying something you might not be happy about. But now it's just like, oh yeah, let's go for it. And you've got enough experience now to edit on the fly. You can self-edit as you're talking most of the time. I mean, occasionally we both say things we might have thought, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. But generally, I think we're actually really good at that. And you are as well, in particular, because you do, you can keep that going. So yeah, I mean, that's something we've learned over time. All right. So by the way, Steve At says, we should have given the Patreons heads up. I think he said, where was it? Steve At said, oh yeah, I didn't even know. How about a heads up to patrons? It was a 5-minute thing, Steve.
We didn't know. Didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know. It was like literally like there was no heads up to anybody. It wasn't even a heads up to us. So like we would have had to have known to give the heads up. It was it was just a surprise thing, which is and that's what like I said, that's what makes it fun. That's what, and like we joked about, you say, keep everybody on their toes.
I said, you never know when we might go live again. So just never leave YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Just sit there locked in, ready to go. You never know when we're gonna pop on.
No bathroom breaks, no time for food. You've just got to sit there until we go live.
And you set those alerts. I guess that's how it works, right?
Oh, of course.
If you set the alert on YouTube, it'll just. And I'm sure that's how everybody that joined in. It's we had pretty good grouping. A lot of it was from Twitter. A lot more of it was from Twitter than
that's people at work, isn't it? Keeping an eye on it.
Yep, absolutely. And it's like, and you had tweeted it out right when we did it. Like I had to set it up. We had to back out from our recording. I backed out, and I saw her afterwards. You went in and said, "Here we go." It was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, that's a big help, and that's how people found out. But yeah.
So let me ask you this thing, because we did go into First Blood a lot yesterday. But so, what are your feelings about this prequel that they have apparently cast? Now, of course, we don't know what the movie's going to be. I would be willing to bet you it's in Vietnam, and it'll be Baker Company, and it'll be what makes Rambo. Good idea, terrible idea, or agnostic until you see it?
Probably agnostic till I see it, because
you're so sensible.
I could, because I could see it being a great idea, and I could see it, being a great idea with poor execution. Right. And like, because I have like just everything we were saying yesterday, you could really delve into that, and like what we were saying, like what kind of person what was John Rambo before, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, because this is the movie version, he's not going to be what the book version was, like we were saying yesterday. So they would have to cultivate that. And now, because it's a prequel, do they get closer to First Blood and make it like the drama, the behind the scenes of the man that became the man? Or do they go, all right, this is like the crazy 80s action film that is what caused the character in First Blood?
Yeah. If I had to put my money on one, it would be that. It would be the latter, not the former.
Yeah. Because that's where the money
that's
is.
how you sell. Yeah, exactly. That's how you get, butts on seats.
Yeah.
I think it's a dreadful idea. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see it.
Right.
I've got in my own head what happened previously to First Blood, and I don't need someone else's version of it. Now, having said that, if someone said they're making a movie about Lego, and I would have said that's an awful idea, and it was a really good film. They're making a movie about Barbie. That's an awful idea. Actually, a really good film. And apparently, the Kool-Aid food. No, that's the studio. So I even as I say this, I know that I can be proven wrong, but I don't think we need it. I don't want to see it. Let's not have it.
Right.
No.
I think a better way of asking would be, what are the odds it's going to be good? Right. Yeah. And it'd be like, so basically we're both saying the same, like I came in the middle, like I could see how it would be bad. I could see how it could be good, but then you're coming in like, I don't want it. I don't need it, because the odds are they're going to fail miserably at trying to do something. Because here's the thing is we're already coming in with an expectation. So that's already increasing the odds against them having success, right? Yeah. So now they come in and meet our expectations or exceed them. That's that much more difficult, because just think of how often movies succeed. So that I think that's where that comes from. It's not that you don't want a great version. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you saying like, I don't want it. I don't need it. Well, if it was great, I'd be like, Steve, this is great. Go see it. You'd be like, all right, I'm in. Yeah. Right. It's not that you don't want a great movie. You're just betting on it not being that.
Yes. And I think that's the sensible numbers. I don't need to see a young Troutman. I don't need to see a young John Rambo. I don't need to see Baker Company. Do we need to see the shoe shine box explosion? No. Because when he tells you about it, it's way, way more impactful. Again, don't they say with cinema, show, don't tell, Right. But actually the way he tells that in First Blood cannot be better than them showing you. There's a reason there's no flashback in that scene.
Right. But what if, like, we don't know why he got the Congressional Medal of Honor. Right.
Do we need to know?
No, we don't. But what I'm saying is what if they told the story of who this guy was, how compassionate he was, the person that he was that became this, trained elite soldier. And then it was his struggles back home that turned him into John Rambo, not necessarily his events over there. Like he was he gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. They show you everything up until then, and they're celebrating whatever he did to earn the Congressional Medal of Honor. And they go into a bar and they end the movie with, in the background, you hear, shine, please, shine, please, fade to black. And you're like, oh my God. Right. And it's like, the whole company is in there, but this is the one guy that lost his legs, and everybody, because that most of them came home. So he had his list that he was checking off trying to visit. So there were quite a few people there for him to, and what was it, Danforth?
No, in fact, Danforth, that's Barry. That's the guy, isn't it? That's the one who's dead in the beginning.
Danforth.
So does a Troutman say, not Delmar, he made it back? So I think...
not Delmar. So maybe, not yet.
And Delmar,
or he didn't know about Delmar Barry yet.
Yeah.
So
because he says, they're all gone, sir. He says, not Delmar, he made it back.
Yeah.
He said, no, got himself killed in Nam, didn't even know it. Yeah, so actually, they all...
So maybe, But there is a way to do the story there.
Yeah, I like the way you do it. I think we need Carl Ellsworth, and we've got a writing room ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's pitch it. Spec script done.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm still tapping him up about details about his Gremlins 3 script. Which they're not using, in fairness.
No.
But I still want to know all of it.
Right. Oh, I know.
Because knowing him, it'll be cool. And there'll be loads of storms. And it'll begin with a gremlin sat in a truck at the beginning with the windscreen wipers going. And the gremlin not looking very happy. That's how it'll begin.
The gremlin, the thing, or the old car?
That too.
Gremlin.
Well, so they named a car after the thing that breaks.
Yeah. Well, that was the Nova. Chevy Nova over here. And in Spanish or whatever, Nova means doesn't run. So it didn't sell very well in Central America.
No. So yeah, actually, Dom does remind us. Actually, it is apparently it's the Sisu director that's attached to direct the prequel.
Oh,
but that's a different kind of movie.
Yeah,
I love Sisu 1 and 2, SASU. Sorry, love those.
Yeah,
but it's not the same thing, and I would not want to see Rambo substituted in for Sisu. It's not the same thing. So I don't need to see it. I don't want it. I'm boycotting it. Damn it! Unless Carl Ellsworth writes it, then you've got a story credit, Deej. Otherwise, not interested. And I said that as someone that loves the character. I really love the character in First Blood. He's all right in the others, but that character in First Blood should not be touched. Should not be interfered with. Should be left alone.
The fact that the director from Sisu's doing it has me lean more towards your way of thinking of like, don't do it, because you don't. It's gonna be more to the 80s action style.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be
over the top. Yeah,
then it's gonna lead into
a Stallone film.
Yeah, over the top. Yeah, a little over the top. So
yeah, I think I'm not too keen on that. I mean, I hate to again, bright side, everyone, bright side. You know, as the Empire crew like to say, the Empire magazine crew, every day is Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
But you know, I still think there are some properties you should leave alone. Jaws, don't remake that.
Yeah.
First Blood, don't remake it, and I don't need to know where he came from. And it's different to Star Wars. The Star Wars prequels, Lucas always had those in mind. This is how he will say anyway. He always had that story in mind. That's where it was going. But Rambo, Morel did not have a backstory, did not have a pre-novel in mind. Because he would have done it by now. He's had 40 odd years to write a prequel if that was the plan. So instead, we're going to get
time.
Yeah, so still stuck on the first page. Yeah. Exterior, Vietnam, shoe shine box. Page 1.
There you go.
Curtain opens. So yeah. First shot, just a leg.
Oh.
I'm telling you, we're writing this.
Yeah, but he couldn't find his legs.
Exactly, but we can, because we can.
So we open with, they're right there, Johnny. They're right
God
there.
Damn it.
There's one over there and one over there. Oh boy.
God. Anyway, yeah. Wow. Wowzers. Yeah. What a way to start.
It's going to be a comedy.
Musical.
Yeah.
Where are my legs? They're over there. You can start doing that. Have a chorus line, right? But instead of them sort of doing that, they're just holding the legs.
They're not kicking. Yeah.
They're holding the legs.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, if they were calling us before, they're not now. Spin off Lieutenant Dan. Hey, we didn't get his full name. Maybe it was Johnny Daniels.
Oh God, that's great. That's great.
Hey, Greg, you've got other things to be concentrating on.
Yeah.
Or is he trying to take his mind off it?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, what has he got to do? Really?
Yeah, man. Hey,
like us.
It's far tougher for the guy.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I tried to tell Meg today.
Don't say it. Yeah. All right. So can I quickly ask you my question then? I've got a question. It's a quick one. Not the one from last week that I was saying about. I've had another one since then. And guys in the chat, ladies and gents in the chat, see if you can help. Right. Can you think of a movie or movies that have been wildly incorrectly certificated So the rating is entirely wrong.
Wrong.
Either above or below. And the reason I ask this, to give people time to think, is Five Nights at Freddy's I watched weekend before last.
Yeah.
And that's a 15 over here. So you cannot see it if you are under the age of 15.
15, yeah.
And that's because apparently it's a horror film. That movie could be a U, which Universal, anyone can see it, because there is nothing in it that makes it a 15. Nothing at all. But conversely, there was a movie that came out here infamously in the 80s called Watership Down. There we go. TSG says it straight away. Look at that. Yeah. So Watership Down. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Deej, or heard about it. It's an animated movie about rabbits, right, based on a book. But with Watership Down, it was a U, and it basically traumatized an entire generation of kids. It's like the anti-Disney. So, like, you can have Bambi and Thumper, and he's all really friendly and he's chatty away. This one, we've got rabbits where someone decided nature is red in tooth and claw. Let's show the kids what really happens when there are different types of rabbits and they don't like one another, and what happens when they fight. And let's just show the little kids, what really happens. And that's what they did. And this movie is an absolute just kick in the nuts for any kid. Any kid that saw it was traumatized by it instantly. And that's so Watership Down was going to be my answer. Any idea then, Deej? Either up or down. So something that was rated too high than what it was, or rated too low for what it was.
Well, I would say kind of the same idea. And I was thinking it before. I was thinking of two movies before you even said it. It's funny you say Watership Down. I was thinking like Poseidon Adventure or Towering Inferno, which were both TV they put on TV, but they were actual films. And I saw them on TV, and they were traumatic. But I believe those were only PG back then. But they're disaster films showing people dying, and it's like,
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist is definitely up there. But that was all because we didn't have the rating at the time. There was nothing. It was either PG, PG, or R, right?
Yeah.
So there was no in between, and it didn't reach R, so it had to be PG, right? And it's like, but looking back at it, it's like, that's not, and the funny thing is I would say Towering Inferno. I would say, like I said, the original, what was the one I just said? Poseidon Adventure. All of those were PG, I believe.
But no blood and guts or real fear and sustained tension in those, were they? Quite tame well, even then they were quite tame, weren't they?
Oh, PG. But see, and that's the thing, parental guidance, which is what it is. It's like, it really kind of takes it off everybody. If you just put PG, it's like, you're the parent. You let them watch what they want to watch, right? But I like the particular scene in Towering Inferno when she falls from the elevator. You don't see her land. You don't see a splat. But as a kid, you're like, oh my God, that's got to be like, I remember asking my dad, like, what happened? Like, what is that like? And he's trying to calm me down. I wasn't going crazy. I was just like, oh, and he was like, oh, don't worry. You die before you hit the ground. You have a heart attack. That's what he told me. And it was like,
yeah, I'm sure that's, how do we know that? I remember hearing that as well. It's not true.
It's not true, because you jump out of a plane, because you're going so fast, you have a heart attack. It's like, you jump out of a plane, you don't have a heart attack. Maybe if your chute don't open, you go, maybe the panic or whatever. But for a kid,
what's the last thing that goes through your mind? The pavement.
Yeah, exactly. It's stuff like that. Or even look at Poseidon Adventure. You're watching people drown underwater, bodies floating by. Lots.
The reason
but not like blood and guts, but death and seeing people. You know what I mean? It's like,
those are bank holiday movies here. They show them in the afternoons on a bank holiday. Like a public holiday. They just show them there. So they would, and that's on normal TV.
That's what I mean. That's how I saw them too, on normal TV.
Yeah, we got. Let's see. A couple of people have mentioned it, but Captain's come up with an absolute cracker. Temple of Doom. That was a fairly hard PG-13. That one. I mean, short round getting slapped by Indy and the heart getting ripped out. Although that was cut, wasn't it, from the theatrical version? That's been subsequently put in.
Okay.
It gave you the impression of it, but he actually does do it, and in the more recent versions, especially those with the newly minted covers, the very Paul Hurt lovingly created covers,
yes,
of the uncut versions where you see the heart come out. So yeah, that's a dark one. That one, I think Lucas even has said, yeah, I think we went a bit far on that one, and Spielberg, I think, have both said, yeah, we might have taken that a little bit too far. Were they both going through divorces at the time or something? Lucas was. So they were just, their view of the world was not good. And then Jordan says Alien versus Predator. Now, I think that first one was PG. I don't think that was a 15, which would make it even more inappropriate. But I'm pretty sure that was a PG. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. I haven't got the disc here to check. It's in the thing. So what else have we got? Temple of Doom.
Let's see.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Suicide
thinking
Squad got a 15, they're saying, which would probably PG-13 over here. It's hard. Yeah. I think it's really hard nowadays to be off because they go under so much scrutiny.
Now that one, European Vacation, John Mansour says, my mum died taking us.
Yeah.
I mean, so what, was that a PG? Can you remember? Because, I mean, that's pretty full on.
That should have been PG-13.
At the very least, because there's a lot of sexual stuff in that, isn't there? The table scene is one of my favorite in all of European, of all of the vacation movies. Dad, he's going to.
Dad, I think he's going to. No, all right, he might.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, it was PG-13.
So that's, I suppose it's quite full on, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm trying. And then Jaws, I suppose Jaws was a PG here when that came out, which, I mean, traumatized again a whole generation of kids. So that might have been a bit far as well, maybe. What about Gremlins? Gremlins, I think, was that a PG-13 in the US? I think it was a 15.
Probably might have been still PG at the time.
So that's pushing it as well, because, I mean, you talk about people getting killed on camera. I mean, that happens in that, and they talk about deaths and
84 is PG. I think it was PG.
So, I mean, that's quite full on, isn't it? I mean, I love Gremlins, but you think about that, that Mr. Futterman gets crushed with the JCB. What if there was a little mouse riding that one, Deej? Gets crushed with a JCB. And that was pretty graphic. And then Mrs. Futterman fires out the top, or whatever. Not Mrs. Futterman, whatever name. Mrs. Deagle, isn't it?
Is that
she
what
goes flying out of the
they shoot her. Yeah.
And
the blend is it one goes into a blender.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, there's sustained threats in that. Yeah, they're all pretty nasty. Stripes means business.
Yeah. They blow up in a microwave. They do all sorts of stuff. So
and someone gets shot. Billy gets shot, doesn't he? But Stripes got a gun at one point and shoots him. And again, it's kind of like, okay, it's not played for laughs. It was. Good old Dom. Just showed Gremlins to my 6-year-old and 8-year-old, and they loved it.
I just looked it up. It said Gremlins was released just months before the PG-13 rating came out.
Okay,
it was invented. Temple of Doom was one of the reasons it got invented, I think. That's what they're saying. That
is definitely, on the road to being fairly significant. But okay, but yeah, Watership Down I think is the right answer. So I mean, again, I don't know how big it was in the US or if it even really came out there, but I promise you, Deej, over here, it just broke kids.
Yeah. And
they were showing it in schools and everything. I mean, it's really violent for you.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's Captain 83.
What's he say? His surname. Well, when you're on the spot, that's what happens. It's like, you'd be like, your mind just, I think of it all the time. because but yeah, that's what happens. I talk about it all the time. You're doing stuff like this, and I forget like what was Princess Leia's name.
Yeah,
like Carrie Fisher, and it was John and I, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, and you freeze, your brain freezes. You're sitting here, and like you were saying about going live, that's one of the things. Like you don't mind making that mistake. Like when John and I first started, we'd talk and I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot it. What is it? You'd look it up, you'd say it, and I'd edit out that whole part so that people would not. Now you're just like, I don't care. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And you do, and you freeze. It's like, you're going to forget every now and then, but yeah.
No. All right. Shall we start the show then? Because we're half hour indeed.
Sure. Well, yeah, you've got your questions.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Let's get to this. All right. Here we go. No more First Blood.
We are Brightside. Gear.
Hey, home theater nerds. Welcome to the Bright Side Home Theater Podcast. The award-winning home theater podcast. It's all about the experiences, the sights,
the sounds,
the scenes.
There you go.
People only knew how we did this on the fly, Deej. They really would be impressed.
What about my fly?
Well, keep that to yourself. And it's still too hot. No, that'll do. Right, that's it.
Too hot. What do you got? The heat running there? I got a nice fire in the background here. Snowing over here.
I've got a fan going here. Little desktop fan. But yeah, no, the heating has been on. Right, all right. So what's this one then? So Eric, just very quickly. So Eric Bridgley says, I remember my dad took me to see The Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Yeah.
It sounds like was a Ford Fairlane a car?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Fine. It is. But Andrew Dice Clay was rated R, but definitely should have been NC-17. A lot of death, blood, sex, nudity, very crude jokes, etc. for a kid. But it was also rated R. So I don't know. It's that's. I mean, it sounds. I saw that one a long time ago. I don't remember it being that bad, but maybe Dad taking you to see a rated R movie that. With Andrew Dice Clay. Maybe you didn't know who Andrew Dice Clay was.
I still don't know who he is. Who is he?
Oh my God. He's a comedian, but he was known for his shock humor. Like,
okay.
Like, he would say, like, just swear like crazy and say he did limericks like hickory dickory docks, go on from there.
Rock.
Except like a lot of, Jack and Jill went up. What was Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Don't do it. I know how that ends.
Oh God! It's actually not even bad. It's completely clean.
It's a different one I'm thinking of then.
Oh, Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh, that was a joke. And it's like it's completely clean, but you just have to know
in what way.
Yeah, exactly. But he would do stuff like that.
Okay. Shall I say hi to everyone in the chat? Should we do that? Moving on.
I just remembered another one he said. Oh God.
Do you want to share?
No. Let me say. I'll text it to you. You go through the chat.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Right. So first in according to this was Captain AC3, but I know there are others. But anyway, hey Captain, I know you're in. Steve At's in as well, saying second in. Whoopee. Fair play. Jay Van Gool's in, one of our alumni from yesterday, who jumped in at a moment's notice. So hey Jay, how you doing, buddy? Rach is in as well. Hey Rach. And we've got Paul Hurt, who's got a Christmas gig tonight. So dropped in, said hello, and then promptly dropped out. TSG's in as well, local boy. as I said. We've got Carl in. Carl, missed you yesterday. If ever it was your time to shine, when we were talking about the military yesterday, it was then. But, that was 24 hours ago now. So, too late.
Yeah.
Old school Kung Fu Films is in. Hey, buddy. Dom's in, obviously, bonsoir. Jordan's in. Hey, Jordan. And then John Mansour's in. Mikey's in. Mikey was in on his phone saying, well, only 3 of us. Where is everyone? Because you're on the wrong stream now, Mikey. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
We've got so John Mansour's in. Holger's in. Swep1199. Jack dropped in saying hello. Surely, Jack, it should be g'day. Come on, mate. I know you're in England, but, needs must. So it should have been g'day for sure. And I saw a few others just drop in as well. Oh, Ariel Annis is in. Hey, Ariel, buddy, how you doing? Obviously, Greg dropped in with other concerns. Hopefully, Greg, keeping an eye on the phone. Or if not, your other half, one way or the other, just keeping an eye generally. And then who else have we got? Oh, yeah, Eric Ridgely. Obviously, we just talked about Eric.
Yep.
And yeah, man, rocking. Yeah, everyone is present and correct. Right. Yeah. Just bear with me while I get this text, which has just come in.
Yeah, it was funny. Yesterday, you had mentioned Holger, and we talk so fast back and forth. And you had said something about, I had mentioned Holger's Twitter handle or whatever, or YouTube handle, right? And you said, it was right when you were going to talk about your notes, and you were like,
okay.
And you were talking so fast, and I remember when it happened, and I heard it back when I was editing the show, and you had said like Holger, you're like Holger, and then you said hold your notes, and it's like I got notes and blah blah, and I was like hold your notes. I thought you said hold your notes. I thought, I'm like, is that like a British term for keep your mouth shut until later? I don't know. Like hold your notes.
It is now.
Hold your notes, because you're like hold your, and then the notes. I got notes here or whatever, because I said it. Yeah, it was really. I was all confused. I just kept going with it though. But
yeah, sorry, man. I get excited. This is a problem when I have notes, which I don't normally have, and I'm too busy reading that and then trying to listen as well. But yeah. oh,
nice.
What's the? What's that?
All right. We got old school kung fu films coming in with a super chat. 2180. Was that lira?
It's pounds.
Pounds? Is that pounds? Nice.
Yeah. It's pounds. Yeah. That's a strange awesome. Denomination.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, man. Nice.
Oh yeah, we'll throw it up. There we go. He says, I watched Die Hard at the same cinema yesterday at the BFI IMAX Waterloo. I watched one battle after another, 70mm plus extended intro with Paul Thomas Anderson and Leonardo DiCaprio on the 18th of November, same cinema. Nice. Nice. It'd be nice to see Die Hard in the cinema again.
It was showing at a local one here, but I'm just thinking again, I like it at home. It's a movie I want to see at home. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to see it on the big screen necessarily.
Why?
Because I love it how I've come to know it. And the biggest screen I've seen it on was the first time I saw it was outdoors in Spain. And it was called Jungla de Cristal. And it was literally the glass jungle.
Oh, okay.
So it's not, there's no translation with Die Hard, doesn't make, because it's a play on words, isn't it? In the UK or in English, but in Spanish, it doesn't work. The same way that Jaws is not called Jaws in Spain, it's called Tiburon, which is shark, which you can just take something out of it. But anyway, there it is. Actually, Dom mentioned as well, I don't know when it was, that in French, it's Dents de la Mer, which is teeth of the sea. Is what it's called. So I suppose it is Jaws, really, but just kind of in a different kind of way. Sorry about my terrible pronunciation, Dom. Apologies. All right. Je suis désolé. But I'm just dropping all the French tonight. So Die Hard, I saw it it was projected onto the side of a building, right? It was an outdoor cinema, almost like a drive-through, but people were just sat on benches. Yeah. And it was projected onto the side of a building. No screen, just literally just put on the side. And then, and so that was the biggest screen I'd ever seen it on. I never saw it in a theater other than that. So I've come to know it and love it through home theater. And I wouldn't want to see it in a commercial cinema, man. Give me Cinema George for Die Hard all day long.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater a few times. I couldn't wait to get it at home, and I was working
see?
at a video store. Oh my god! There you go.
Yes,
Very
Dom.
good pronunciation,
Merci.
Steve. Of which,
Merci.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, which
There you
one? See, there you go. See, old school Kung Fu 2 again. Yeah, so it sounded better on my home setup, but I enjoyed the screening.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, fair play.
Yeah.
And then Dom says, yes. So the translation of Die Hard is similar to Spanish to the French version. So
Yeah.
so piège? What's that? Is that forest or jungle then? Dom, what is piège? I know I'm saying that wrong. So Die Hard in French
this
was
one.
piège de cristal. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what piège is. I've never heard of that word. But yeah, jungla de cristal was the glass jungle was the Spanish version of it. Oh, trap. Oh, okay.
Piège.
Glass trap. That's very different.
Oh, wow.
See, we've got such an educated audience. Look at this. Stirb langsam, die slowly.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Die Hard. Yeah, Die Hard. Die
Yeah, it
slowly.
works, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah,
See,
we're getting
learning.
Holger coming in.
Mhm.
We're getting all of them now. Anybody from Japan? Because you have the Japanese poster, right?
Yeah, Die Hard. Yeah, I do.
Die
Yeah, I
Hard?
don't know what.
Yeah.
Although it does say in English underneath it, Die Hard.
Well,
you've
yeah,
got
the English
Japanese and then-
translation.
yeah,
but
well,
what
quite,
what
yeah.
is the? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
no
all of
clue.
these would say Die Hard underneath it too. You know what I mean?
Well,
Be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what we're trying to say. We just don't have those words.
I dread to think what the Japanese translation would be. It'll be, ghost of man from
Right.
Cornflake. It's all
Yeah.
really unusual stuff.
Jump off building just with a fire hose. Speaking
Yes,
of fire hoses.
balding man in vest.
Yeah.
Fight terrorist.
Yep. Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there we go. So yeah, everyone's in. Hi, everyone.
All right. All right. So, Steve, would you like to know? I don't even think I told you yet. You know the last one. I guess I
Yeah,
just
that's
told
it,
you.
man. Yeah.
So
Not
you
even
don't
off air.
know all the choices.
Yeah, do
So-
tell. Who are you sharing
All right.
with?
So what's that? Who am I sharing?
Who
with?
are you rooming with?
Yeah. So actually, yes, it's so going back through, we had let me what was it last week? Let me look. I forget the exact. It's easier for me to go back and look at my notes instead of screwing it up per usual.
And these
All
are
right.
the winners of the raffle and the choices that they made.
Correct. So we
Mhm.
started. Nathan Reed had first choice, and then we
Mhm.
had Paul Frederick with second choice, and then you remember John Mensor got 3 and 4, and then Michael Rosas came in at what's that? Why are you laughing? What does that mean?
I'm assuming this is a joke. I
Okay.
don't know. Say it to yourself.
Oh God.
I don't know if it's a joke or
Die
not.
Hado.
Oh, you did the accent. I didn't. I'm not getting into trouble. Well, you're getting cancelled. I'll be here next week. I'm not sure if that's a joke or not, Jordan. You might have to explain that if that's not a joke.
What accent? I was just reading it the way it's written. For the people at home or people listening on Friday to the audio only, Jordan Carpenter said, I think the Japanese title for Die Hard is, and he wrote DAI and then HA with the, what is that over it? Squiggly
Well, that's
line?
an Enya. That's Spanish. That's an Enya, but that would
Okay.
be across the top of an N
DO.
in Spain. Yeah.
And I said Die Hard. And every time I say it, Steve like almost falls out of his chair.
Oh God, Jordan, you don't know what you've done.
Oh, neither do I, apparently.
Brilliant. Right. Anyway, moving on before we do get cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, so rounding it out was Michael Rosas was the 5th. Okay. So I said the 5th choice when it gets to him, it's not really a choice. It's like, here you go. And that's basically what I did. So all right. So what do you think Nathan chose? First
So-
choice. You have your choice. What do you think, Nathan?
Okay, I need more information. Let me ask you one question.
His last name's Reed.
No, that's not the question. Where is he from? Not. I don't.
No
need
idea.
Just the country. Just the country.
No idea.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh man. See, because if he's continental US, that
Yeah, he's-
widens the options. If he's outside of the US, it limits.
Yeah,
the
I
options.
would assume he's continental.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Kaleidoscape.
You are correct.
Oh, God, I'm good.
Do you know why he chose that?
Because he wants a Kaleidoscape.
No.
He's not the managing director of Kaleidoscape, and he's trying to save himself some money.
Yeah. So yes. So Nathan Reed chose the Kaleidoscape M.
Great
He
choice.
really likes the Cedia idea, but he had already attended Cedia and wanted to give the opportunity to somebody that hadn't.
Oh, see, that is considerate listeners.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah. Okay.
So yes.
All right, so what is it? Okay, fair play. So what does he do then? How come he's been to Cedia? Do we know? Are we allowed to say?
No idea.
Okay. Oh man.
I
Okay.
I didn't elaborate. I I didn't ask. But yes.
Cool.
So he had been to Cedia before, so he chose the Kaleidoscape, and so Paul Frederick,
All right,
second
so
choice.
now
Now he has trip to Cedia left, SVS.
Yeah, but he loves us, and he's going to want to spend time with us. So shorty Cedia. Shorty
Of
Cedia.
course. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Paul loves us.
He's
He's
all
such
excited.
a cool guy. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. He loves us.
Does.
Very nice of you to say.
He has said as much to me.
I know.
Emails.
And he's super excited. But yes, that was that. I mean, that's
So you
what
get to hang out with him as well. That's very cool.
Yes. So
You're gonna have to do it. Yeah, that's great.
and he has also said he's going to bring camera. He's going to film it. We're going to have a good time with it. So
Nice.
Paul chooses Cedia. And then from there we have John. John ended up choosing the SVS and SVS subwoofer and Ara's speakers.
I was gonna say,
Great
surely.
pairing.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah.
talk about. I mean, you think about it. It's like we do this randomly, and it's like he gets two things, and it's like, what are the odds? Like, not what are the odds? I mean, I could have figured it out, but then he chose those two things, which pair perfectly together, right? You get, a subwoofer to go with our speakers, and then of course we have So then Michael Rosas ends up with Paul Hertz, Indiana Jones custom built box set. So
And the dial of density.
dial of density. So
Yeah.
So,
nice.
yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
that's, I mean, and like I said to everybody last week, it's like I had people asking if they had first choice. Each one of I had people for every single item could have gone first, which I thought was really cool. Obviously, I would have bet that it would be the Kaleidoscape or the Cedia trip, or
Yeah, they were the
something like
star
that.
prizes.
Yeah, it would be like, well, to me, it's like even Joe and I were talking about it. It's like the Cedia is like kind of like the ones. Everything else you can almost get on your own, anyways. Cedia is it's a little bit more difficult. So, and we talked,
But
about
it's
that
also
on the
more
show,
of more of an experience as well, because it's kind of, you get to fly out there,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get to go, and
Yeah.
it's a longer kind of experience, isn't
Yeah.
it? But yeah, those two. I mean, if it had been me and I could have chosen again, I would have had a hard time choosing between those
Yeah.
two.
Yeah,
It's
it's fun.
kind of, Kaleidoscape, cool, but Cedia, man,
Yeah.
meet all these people that you kind of heard of and
Yeah.
not met.
And remember, Brett is saying, he upped it where he's going to have a part of an event for this too. So we're going to have a night with them, with a group of people. So like much like we did with Mikey Schramm when Brett did that. So yeah, the Cedia trip's going to be great. So thank you to Brett, and in advance, thank you to Cedia for helping me out and getting him in.
Don't get kicked out by security this time.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. That wasn't me.
No,
I
no.
was there. I witnessed it.
Yeah,
But
that's
yes.
what my clients say, Deej. It's just
I was just there. I was just on by the side. It wasn't my
witnessed it.
fault.
Nothing to do with me.
So
Oh, Rach says, oh, okay, right. No worries. Fair play, Rach. So Cedia
Yeah.
is the Consumer Electronics Design and Installation Association.
integration, installation, integration.
Yeah. Integration. And it's a shindig that happens in Colorado.
Yeah, it's a
Not
big
always, I
trade
suppose,
show.
but yeah.
Yeah,
mhm.
that I think at least the next 2 years will be in Denver, Colorado again, and then they're thinking of moving it. Todd and I were talking about that this year, saying that it's like might bounce around again. So, but yeah, I know the year before I went I went to the first year in Denver, and then, but the year before that, it was in Dallas. And I think the year before that, it was in Indianapolis. And then when they went to Denver, they signed for like what I remember Todd saying, like 6 years or something like that. So I think they've just done, that was the third one. So they either have 2 or 3 left, depending on if the rumors are true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to go to Chicago. Those one-way streets are just asking for trouble. Especially when you're driving a bright yellow banana roadster
sports car, down the road.
And you've got your son doing the sat naving.
Yeah, take a left. Okay, it's one way.
How do they know which way we're going?
Yeah, you're going the wrong way. But yeah, so CEDIA next year is actually, it's not like it was before, where it used to go Thursday to Saturday. Now it's going Wednesday to Friday. So we'll figure out, Paul and I have already talked, we're going to figure out how we're going to plan it, when we're going to go out, but it's during the week. So,
oh man, that'll be great.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. I think it's the 1st through the 4th next September. So we get that one. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, he'll have a great time. It'll be very cool. And he's a good guy as well, so that helps, doesn't it? Because he's a lot of fun. He's a really nice guy. So enthusiastic.
Everybody. I was as excited for that. I was excited to pull the drawing, right? But then it was like, it was fun asking, like, okay, sending out the emails, like, what are your choices? And people got back to me really quick, and they were like, I want that, I was like, oh, okay. It was really fun. But yeah, Michael, he was the 5th one. And by the time I figured out everybody, by the time I got down to John Mensor and everything, it's like, okay, Michael's getting this, but I got wicked busy. I forgot all about it. It was like, I was on with you right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell Michael. But
while we're talking about last week, just briefly, can I just take a moment to thank all the people who took their time, including you, to send me pictures of turkeys and to give me turkey facts, all of which were 100% true and accurate without question. All right, we know there was no false information given during any of those exchanges. So yes, thank you to all. I've had loads of turkey info in the last 7 days, and I do appreciate all of it, including the live photo from UD of about 1 million of them in the back garden as well. Yeah. So very cool. I have learnt stuff. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, and that was a live photo. Look at those turkeys.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get it to play.
Awesome. Yeah. It's like a live photo, man.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it will. There you go. Yeah, so cool.
Isn't that funny?
No, man. And they're indestructible, so do not try to kill one.
Boy.
As far as we know.
Yeah, it was funny. I was like, I think this was literally the next day after we recorded, and the kids here are like, "Can we let Franklin out?" I was like, "Yeah." I didn't look out the backyard, and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "There's a bunch of turkeys out there." I'm like, "Are you afraid for Franklin or the turkeys? Because Franklin will go right through them." It's like the turkeys aren't going to hurt him, but they just fly away.
Again, I genuinely didn't know about them. It's been fascinating. I've spoken to so many people this week.
Oh God!
Both via this and indeed at work. I just said, "Do you guys know anything about wild turkeys?" They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And the same. So I fascinated many people this week with my turkey facts and turkey information.
Oh God! Yeah.
Who knew?
The things we come up with here, huh?
Hell yeah. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah, I did a lot of work this week at the house. Let me see if I can pull up the correct one.
I can see it there. Yeah.
Nope. Which one is the live one? Oh well. Anyways.
Yeah. No, you said it was a video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was it was a live version of it.
Yeah, that's a video there. Yeah.
Let me see. Is it that one? Yeah, there it goes. You can see it playing. So that's a live video that you just put on loop. But yeah, so I got the stove going, which was a lot of fun. That thing cranks. But to do that, I had to get up on the roof and install everything up there, which is this. And, oops. Yeah, there you go. So I had to install the whole top, painted it black to match and everything, put the cover on the chimney and everything. And as you can see, it was getting dark, and I was up there on Saturday. It was a warmer day, like 34, something like that. Get up on the roof. It wasn't too bad. But, as the day gets on and the sun goes down, it gets a little chillier, and I'm up there working on the peak of the roof, and I'm just about finished. I've been up there for probably 40 minutes for the last part of this. And I go to get down, and the whole roof is glazed.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that was not good. I start to get down, and you can see there's the you can see this the pitch of the roof. Luckily, it comes down to the farmer's porch, and the pitch changes. But yeah, I was like, okay, oh boy. And so I had to and I had all my tools, I had some supply, and I'm like coming down on my butt because I'm like, and I had to take everything with me because there was no way I was going back up it. So I was all right, here we go. So,
well, it's been a while since you've had a serious injury at the house, Deej. So, you're kind of due one.
Yeah, exactly. So and it's been a while since I've fallen off a roof. So that's, it'd be kind of fun to do that.
Well, and as I remember from a video you showed me last week, I now know how Santa gets up and down these chimneys, so that's good as well.
Yeah, there you go.
And it was definitely Santa.
Yeah,
definitely Santa.
But then I also had some fun with this. I have to dig a hole for my propane tank. I'm putting in a 500-gallon propane tank, and of course, as you're digging, there's a giant rock at the bottom of the hole. So it's 6 feet deep, 6 feet wide, 14 feet long. The hole, not the rock. And, but yeah, and you got to get this thing. Oh my God, what a pain in the.
Well, I hope you haven't dug up my grave, Deej, because that should be sacrosanct. That's hallowed ground.
That's in the back. We got that one in the back.
Good.
So.
All right, good to know. Good to know. But, it's not a case of you only move the headstones.
Yeah.
As you dig in the pool.
Yeah.
Because we know a film about that. And, that did not go well. No matter what the certificate.
The certificate, I still can't get my head around
Yes,
that.
I know. Do you know what? Yeah. And I didn't explain it very well.
Yeah. Oh, I get it now. It's just never heard that until this week.
Well, there is the BBFC, which is the British Board of Film Classification. And they issue a film a certificate. Literally, I mean, at the start of the movies here, you see, I mean, in the old days, it would have been a written thing, but you actually see the certificate. It's signed by the director of the Film Classification Board, and then it's rating. But the certificate is the rating here. So, So what was its certificate is what they're talking about. Yeah, I realized yesterday I didn't explain that. Not at all.
We just call it rating. Like, what's it rated?
Yeah.
Rated R, rated PG-13, PG, whatever.
Yeah, but like I say, they show it before the movie. You actually see the certificate actually signed, even now. Wow. Yeah, bizarre, isn't it? There you go. It comes from the days, I mean, John Thompson would know this better than me, but it comes from the days when the local council would certify the movie and agree to show it.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have a certificate, they couldn't show it. This is why things like The Life of Brian and movies like that were effectively banned in the UK, same as The Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because the local councils refused to allow it to be shown.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's all so bureaucratic.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's do some experiences, shall we?
You want to get to some experiences?
First Blood. Should we talk about First Blood? I mean, it's been
Sure. You want to do that first?
Shall we carry on with that, or do you want to do that in a bit?
We'll do that in a bit. Let's break it up a little bit. You want to do the one that I'm dying to hear about?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, let's
Let's come in hot. Come in really hot. Not really holidays hot, but really, really hot.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right, then. So this, then, is a film you guys may have heard of. A film that I have been meaning to see on disc for weeks and weeks and weeks. And this is Brad Pitt's F1, the movie. Seems such a weird title like that. I just think of it as F1.
Yeah.
And of course, when I finished with it and I took it out of the tray, then it was F off. Anyway, so the F1 anyway is on 4K disc, UHD, and in Dolby Atmos. And so now, previously on the Bright Side Home Theater podcast, so Deej, you saw the Kaleidoscape version.
Yep.
I had seen only the stream, which was on Apple TV, obviously because it's an Apple movie essentially.
Yeah.
And I loved the stream. I mean, I just had such a great experience with the movie. I loved it, and I thought the sound was great, picture was great, really enjoyed it. And I know that you enjoyed the Kaleidoscape one, didn't you? But you had some slight reservations about the audio, very slight. Is that not right?
Not on first viewing. Remember, it was like on first viewing, I would loved it. I was like, this is, it had everything that I wanted it to have. It had, you know, the overheads, the sound, like when you're in the car with him and the announcers and stuff. I mean, it had everything, right? It had pans of cars going by. You could hear cars coming up from behind you. I thought the bass was decent. I mean, it was dynamic for me. I thought it was amazing, right? It was upon later viewings, after seeing like another movie on the Kaleidoscape, I don't even remember what it was, but let's just say like a more dynamic, not more dynamic, but a louder movie. Yeah. Okay. And I went right to this for whatever reason. I was like, oh, this is what people like Todd and Shane are talking about. Like it didn't have, like they were a little disappointed in it. And I'm like, it doesn't mean I'm disappointed in it. It's just that I can now see what they're saying.
Yeah, it suffers in comparison, doesn't it?
To another movie, if you do that jump. And to be fair, that's what these guys do. That's what we all do, right? And it's like, but if you just sit down and you push play and you just let it wash over you, by the end of the movie, you're going to be like, in my opinion, it's excellent. It's reference to me.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Cool.
And now you can tell me I'm wrong.
No, well, no. But there is something interesting here. Now, and this is where I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. So video-wise, the video is perfect. The video is beautiful, start to finish, front to back. It is a thing of beauty, this film.
Yeah.
The detail levels are off the charts. The color is fantastic. The black level's awesome. I mean, this looks like it was shot in 12K, forget 4K. It is crazily sharp. I don't think there's a pixel out of place in this movie. And there could easily be with the smoke and the fireworks and the quick pans and all that. No, there is every reason to think this could go wrong, and yet it doesn't. It is a beautiful looking movie. And when you're staring at someone like Brad Pitt, you've got beauty on the screen as well.
There you go. Yeah.
So all of it's great. The little details of the various decals on the cars, the uniforms, all this stuff is just hypnotic. So it's great. Looks fantastic. Now the audio is interesting for this reason. It felt to me, now I haven't been back and compared it with the stream. Who's got time for that? All right. So there may be some recency bias here. I have to accept that. But it felt to me like there had been some equalization changes from the stream to the disc. Now, on the stream, it felt to me like the overheads were more pronounced. So when the announcers, funny you talk about the announcers, like the commentators, we would call them, felt right overhead. When they were doing their announcement, it literally felt like it was right above me. And yet on the disc, that feels pushed ever so slightly more towards the front of the stage. It's still above the screen, if that makes sense. But it felt to me like there'd been some equalization or some tinkering done so that it was more towards the front. It's still very dynamic. It's still enveloping. It still sounds amazing, but not quite as placed on the disc as to the stream, which was a real surprise to me. I've got to say, it really was. I was like, well, okay. But it still sounded great. The music is awesome. The noise, the engines, everything else sounds great. I think I know what Shane was talking about when he was talking about some of the issues that he had with it. I get some of that actually now. And but I saw this and I was lucky enough, because this was my third viewing. and I saw it though with someone who had not seen it, and it was in the afternoon, and the sound was up to to where I would want it to be, and the two of us had a great time, really good time, and was genuinely came out of the cinema room excitedly talking about what we just seen. But I think there's a difference, and. But like I said, I don't dislike the difference. I just think there is a difference, if that makes sense. So go on, Dees. What do you think? Yeah, what does that say to you?
I think well, that says to me what I'm guessing, and Shane would be awesome to get his opinion on this, or actually see if he could do the research with his Trinnov. So I know your system. You only have 2 overheads, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So I also know that streaming Atmos isn't the exact same. It's a Dolby Digital version of Atmos as opposed to the lossless version we get on disc and Kaleidoscope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is what I'm thinking is the stream is going to come through, and it's going to, like, your single pair of Atmos speakers is going to be more set up for the simplified Dolby Atmos stream version, and it's going to take that sound and put it right over your head and just send it to those overhead speakers. Whereas I'm wondering, and Shane's perfect to do this, he can put it through the Trinnov and see which of his overheads are getting it. And if it's in multiple overheads, or maybe it is like it might be in the front overheads. Because remember, he does that a lot on his show.
Yeah,
he'll tell you it's only engaged in these overheads. And if you're running 6, you're only going to get it in the middle, or you're going to get here or get right. So what if it's more geared towards like all 6 of them or something like that? Or maybe it's geared towards the front, like 4 of them. And then your front is picking up in the off the disc version, your front is doing some of the lifting, right? So to pull that forward, I don't know, but it sounds like it could be something along those lines. It's not necessarily been equalized differently. It's the translation, the processing we're doing on our side, where it maybe if you had 4 overheads, it wouldn't sound different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you had 4 overheads, both overheads would carry it. Where you only have 2, maybe on the disc, it's being pulled. I don't know. You know what I mean? So
but it is
it'd be
noticeable.
Interesting to hear what you thought or what you found out.
It is definitely noticeable, but it doesn't. But it's a different sound, but it doesn't mean it's a worse sound. It still sounds great. Yeah. And again, and it's huge and wide and everything else, but it just doesn't feel directly overhead as the stream did. But like I said, it's still great. I just can now see where some people had issues, which I didn't have when I watched the stream. I watched the stream, I was like, oh, this is great. But I can now at least see what I think they're getting at when I watched it again with the disc. But I did still enjoy it. And it's still going to be it'll be in my top 10 somewhere.
Yeah.
We're beginning to solidify that now. We're beginning to solidify my top 10 because most of the movies that might be in it I have now seen, including Weapons, but we'll save that for another day. I have now seen that.
So you didn't put that on the list yet, did you?
No, because it wasn't the disc; it was a stream.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, no, really, but I would have seen the disc by the time we do our top 10. Did enjoy it. But we'll get to that. We'll do that another day. Right. So but it will be in my top 10 somewhere. I don't think anymore it's necessarily a shoe-in for number 1, but it's gonna be in there somewhere, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, we have quite the list this year.
Oh, we got an embarrassment of riches this year.
We say that every year too.
Yeah, but man, this year it's been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Weapons, Sinners, Warfare,
Death of a Unicorn,
F1,
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, well, yeah, that
House of Dynamite.
Oh God, it's crazy.
I'm telling you. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. And I mean,
and also I think Novocaine's going to probably be in there for me as well.
I haven't
Warfare.
seen that yet.
Yeah, Warfare. Dangerous Animals might creep in for me.
I haven't seen that one yet.
which Todd was really impressed with
I
the
have
HD
it.
experience in
Yeah.
that as well. Yeah, you need to see that one. Yeah, man. I mean, Superman, of course,
Yeah.
might creep in there somewhere as well. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, well. Well, we got one that I can get to.
all right. Oh, yes. Which you
Uh,
finished now, I'm assuming. I think I know what this one
Yes,
is.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. So let's bring that down.
Which
Oops,
I won't
whoa.
see until next year.
Huh?
First week of January here.
Oh, so I couldn't even. All right, well, let's.
But you could include it because you'll have seen it. So this can be. in
Yeah,
your
but
10.
I don't like to include stuff that hasn't been for everybody yet. Just because I get it early, I don't think that's necessarily fair.
Van Gogh says he just got Superman. Need to watch it. Yeah, it's a great disc.
Yeah.
Van Gogh, which we might talk about it at some point.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see. What do I got? All right. Here we go. All right. I had, what did I say, half of this last week?
Yeah, it was about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Tron Ares is a Disney disc, correct? Disney, if I remember right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Disney.
Mhm.
Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. I didn't get to see this in the theater because by the time I could get to see it, it wasn't playing in the good theater, and I wanted to experience this the way it should be. And so happy I did. This to me is this is gonna make it would make my top 10 this year. I can't do that if nobody else has seen. I've never done that before. I'm not gonna do it this year. So it'll probably be in my top 10 next year. This to me it's a reference disc. This, I mean, the video on it, the black levels, we've seen the trailers. I mean, it's just made for HDR. It's just made to be dynamic and exciting, and the detail that you're seeing, I mean, Jared Leto's face from the costume that he's wearing and the lights that are on, like, that are part of it, which do change in the movie, to the detail in his face, the hairs on his as they come up his cheek, every little detail is so pronounced. It is so clean. And then you get into, like I said, the HDR, which is, it's funny because it's like you think, I in particular think of HDR as the gradation, and it's like how, and you can actually set that on your Dolby Vision TV. Like, do you want gradation? Do you want this? That's what I look for. But in a movie like this, where it just jumps from the brights of, like, the light cycles, and then cutting through, and the stunts that they did with the stuff, and just the dark background, but then you can see the gradation in the skies or the skyline or whatever it is. There's just so much to this movie. There's so much detail that the picture itself is all the way through. To me, it's like you're always just waiting for the next thing. Multiple viewing. I haven't had multiple viewings, but I want multiple viewings because there's one particular scene towards the end that I want to go back with, like, a fine-tooth comb and watch. And it's an interaction between two characters, and there's some fading going on, and there's some stuff going that I want to take in that detail in a way that when you're first watching the movie, you're paying attention to everything, other things as well.
And where would you place it in the Tron series in terms of favorites? Because you've watched them both recently, the other two recently, haven't you? So
it's probably recency bias. I'd probably say second.
Oh, okay. So what comes last? The first one.
No,
Legacy
I like
comes last. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, Tron, and then this. Yeah.
Okay, and then Legacy. Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
For
But
visual
that might be recency
story,
bias.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think multiple view. I do like the story. I think Tron story, the original Tron story, and now with the newer version, and it's like, I think it is enhanced by the 4K HDR and the original Tron, because it actually does utilize the fact that it is an older movie, but it's utilized, that the whole movie is about that technology.
Yeah.
And that comes up in Ares, and they utilize that here, and you get a great comparison. I mean, it's part of the story, so you'll see. But I do like. I thought that the first one, the uniqueness of the story, especially for its time and how it has aged, that to me is like, okay, that's the original. That's the one I like first. This one here is, I like how they're not wrapping it up, I shouldn't say, but I like how they've evolved with it, and the story has changed a little bit, the narrative, I should say, and I like where they went with it, and it is exciting for me, and I think these movies also enhance the first one and the second. You know what I mean? They all work together because you're like, oh, there's more depth to this now, and yeah. But yeah, that's how I would rank the stories.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like I said, I've barely seen the trailers, let alone anything else. So Jordan says in the chat, it's out here on disc on the 12th of January. Yeah. So this will be a day one buy, and I'll watch it that night if I can, because I am looking forward to it. Even though people have said some unkind things.
I heard a lot of unkind things, but it is fun. It is he loved it. It is like a music video. There is, and the music throughout it is great. What is it, 9 Inch Nails? It's like there's a lot of that going on throughout the movie, but it plays to it. It keeps you engaged. It adds to the dynamics of the audio. It adds to the audio. The Atmos, I think, is fantastic. There's a ton of stuff going on all through this movie. The bass is fantastic. This is one that you won't be like, it's not, Atmos. This is, it is reference audio as well. It is just a blast to sit, no pun intended, but to sit through. And it's like, I wish I could. I didn't get the opportunity to watch the whole thing and let it wash over me at once. But what that did allow me to do is like, I had to stop because I had to get to something. And I was like, oh, I couldn't wait to get back to it. And then at the same time, I would watch other things, small, shorter things, and then come to this and be like, oh, look at the the image, the sound, the dynamic. It was just so good. So good. So I'm really looking forward for you to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, day one, if I can. I'd like the other two. I preferred. It's one of those things. The story of the first one's better, but the visuals of the second one and the sound is so good that I'm kind of, I think the heathen in me is kind of more drawn to the second one because of the looks and the sound. Even though the story
it's greatly enhanced.
First one.
That's what I think happens here. The story isn't as good as the first one. It's a little better than the second one. But the in-room experience so greatly enhances it that you're just so engaged. And there is a part of the story too that you're like, how are they gonna work this out? What is gonna happen here? It's hokey at times, but there is some stuff that there's some meaning behind it, and it is a lot of fun, but is greatly enhanced by the in-room experience. Greatly enhanced.
Nice.
So
okie dokie.
All right.
Like it.
All right. Let's see. Old School Kung Fu Film says, I watched Tron Ares at the Odeon Lux Lee Valley and Odeon Leicester Square Lux. Definitely one of the loudest that I have ever heard in a cinema. I watched this film on Hisense in Dolby Vision. Yeah. So it is loud. It wasn't like, I watched it at reference here, and it wasn't like a Lucy or anything like that. It wasn't over the top, but it's very, very dynamic. Let's say.
Yeah, it's powerful. All right, nice.
Good.
All right, good.
Yeah, very good. All right, what would you like to hit up next?
Oh man, see, I've just been looking, thinking all of them. No, I will go with. Honestly, I could. There's so many I want to talk about. Let's go with the recent Dark Horse comic inspired Jim Carrey.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, go on, because I just need to let people know about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so this then is a movie you've probably heard about.
A little known movie.
Jim Carrey's The Mask, which came out on 4K disc. I think it was last week. And it's in 4K UHD and for an hour release, Dolby Atmos.
Wow.
which I was not expecting when I bought the disc. I did not know that, and no one was more excited than I when I put this thing in and then realized on the back, oh, okay, there's an Atmos track. Now, everybody beware, it does not default to Atmos.
Oh,
So you have to go in and set it up and tell it to play an Atmos. It's the third of the tracks. So it gives you 2.0, 5.1 DTS HD.
Oh, wow.
And then the third track is Atmos. I wish I understood that. I don't, but there we go. So I mean, the story is the story. I mean, everyone knows it's from the movie from the 90s. I can't remember if it's 95, 96, maybe
94?
97. Is it that far back? Wow, is it? Right, I've got to find out.
I think
Is
so.
it that?
I would
Wow,
say,
is it-
yeah,
yeah,
94,
so is it
early
far
90s
back?
at least. I would
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
because I had a
Oh.
laser disc as one of my
94. Jeez,
Yeah.
go for it. Right, there you go. Nice, good man. Right, okay. So, story. You know, haunted mask may or may not be Loki, found by Stanley Ipkiss. Jim Carrey's character, who's a bit of an idiot and a bit of a waste of space, and the mask lets his subconscious run riot. And you've got Cameron Diaz first on-screen appearance, debut movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
No, oh yeah, she is, and she's never looked better in this.
Yeah.
So, and it's a fun movie. I've always had a soft
Yeah.
spot for this. I almost love it in spite of
There
myself.
was a joke
When I
in there
told-
somewhere. I'll leave it alone.
Oh, sorry, but a friend of mine who I was talking to about it with was like, "Oh, that film's awful. Really? Why are you watching that?" And I thought, yeah, okay, I understand that viewpoint, but I've always had a soft spot for it, and I watched it again. Seen it many times, not owned it on Blu-ray. Last time I had it, I think it was DVD. And this is an upgrade, people. Video and audio. Arrow can be a bit hit and miss, as I've said on the show before. Sometimes their discs are really, really good. Other times it's an upgrade, but there are upgrades and there are upgrades, and this is an upgrade. This is an exceptional disc. The video first. Now, it's a very colorful movie. It is like a comic book. It's been shot deliberately that way, and especially when he is the mask. It's never looked more detailed. The colors are crazy in this. And even the CG, which is quite pronounced at times, actually still looks good. Someone somewhere, I haven't read the notes and the stuff that it comes with. I haven't had time for that. But someone somewhere has spent a lot of time on this and has taken the time to master it properly. You get some idea from that picture, actually, which again was just taken off screen. And these are animated menus by the movie menus. I mean, look at the detail on the mask. Look at the kind of even the little kind of little nicks and stuff in the wood. Even that detail. But the colors are crazy. And as I've often said before, the only thing then that is better than how good this looks is how good it sounds. Again, this is not an hit the Atmos button.
Yeah.
Someone has taken some time and has produced a properly dynamic Dolby Atmos mix. Now, again, it's like a cartoon come to life anyway. So there's lots of stuff zipping around. But when
that's Jim Carrey himself.
True. He is a living cartoon, isn't he? Pretty much. But when he puts the mask on, it's always accompanied with thunder and lightning. I mean, again, it's supposed to be Norse gods, isn't it? And there is not only do you get that right around the upper range of the soundscape, but you also get bass and power in that thunder. There is bass to it, genuinely room rumbling bass. So this mix is great. And I genuinely would say to people, if you even vaguely like the movie, when you see this presentation of it, and I don't say this often, it would be like watching the movie for the first time. It is a new video experience, a new audio experience. This is ultra theatrical. It really is good. So I can't recommend this enough. I know that oh God, his name's gone out of my head again now. Oh God, we've had him on the show. Who's the guy that does the reviews? It's gone out of my head.
does the reviews.
Yeah, on Twitter. He does reviews on Twitter. He's
Jeff?
on the show. No, not Jeff. Oh, what's his name? It's gone. It's completely gone. I'm so sorry. But he reviewed it and said he
Ralph.
really liked it. Ralph
Potts?
Potts. There you
Ralph.
go.
Okay.
And he enjoyed it. And he was like, this is surprisingly good. And so I had that in my mind when I put this on. And it was an absolute blast. So really, really good. This is better than you could ever reasonably expect from this kind of throwaway movie. It's great. And bearing in mind, I've got plenty of movies in my list here that have been on there for ages, but this one had to pretty much go to the top. So people know if you like the movie, rush out and get this because it's great.
Nice.
And still plays very, very well. So yeah, really enjoyed it.
All right. I have to grab that.
Yeah, it's worth getting, DJ. I think you'll love it. Yeah. And it's one you can watch with the kids. They'll get a kick out of it. I mean, there's a little bit of leering stuff in it, but nothing, too inappropriate. And they'll love all the bouncing around stuff. It's all good.
Nice. All right. I am going to build on that. And let's see. We have talked about this one on the show in the past, but it is the holidays. Huh?
We have indeed.
Yeah.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rock.
Jingle bell rock. Here we go. The holidays. I was like, we did First Blood. We'll talk about it. The home theater experience that in a minute. I was going to save this maybe for later. Wasn't sure I was even going to get to it this week. But the way you were raving about The Mask, Lethal Weapon, Director's Cut, 4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. We did talk about this earlier this year when it did come out. And I popped it on the Kaleidoscape for just because it was the holidays, and it's another one of those movies that I like to watch every year. This is the first Christmas where I got to watch the director's cut, right? Obviously having seen it earlier this year when it was released, but seeing this now, seeing the director's cut, and this is even after seeing Tron Ares and some other movies that I've watched recently that are of the older genre, older time period. This it just drove it home even more. This is a lot like Terminator in that when you see when was the last time we got a director's cut that was this well done? And it's the added scenes are seamless. It's in quality, but the quality of this movie all the way through, picture is crisp. It is, Martin Riggs wearing in the earlier part of the movie, he's got on like a red, like almost like a flannel type shirt with a white button down like t-shirt underneath it, or slightly button. But the detail in the thread, you could see the thread count in the t-shirt, never mind how it was a flannel shirt. And then he has his black coat on over it. But there's tons of detail. But to me, it was the vibrancy or the saturation of the colors throughout this movie, which it does make it a holiday movie. It actually drives it home because in the opening scene where he's selling at the Christmas tree place where he's buying a tree, quote unquote, right? the color of the trees, the green in the trees, it just looks gorgeous all the way through. And you get to the end and the fight on the lawn and the lights and the water coming through from the fire hydrant and the mist and everything and how it's supposed to be blurring you. It's the detail, the black levels are so good that when they're so deep that when the mist goes by and it's hard to see through it, you get that feeling. You feel like that water is just going right in front of the screen, right in front of you. And then, again, in Murtaugh's house with the Christmas tree and all of the lights, all of the colors. There's one time, I think it was when the phone call comes in on where to meet. Murtaugh comes around the corner and he holds the banister coming down the stairs, but he's on the floor. So the stairs comes down and turns and he holds it. Take a look at that and you can see the banister goes whoop, 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 wobble, wicked bad. Nope, that's just a prop because if you ever came down the stairs and leaned on it, you're going right over it. It's pretty funny. But the picture in this from the beginning to end is gorgeous. But then what surprised me was the sound. Again, I
it's
just
in Atmos as well. Yeah.
it is Atmos, and the bass was so nice, so deep. Every gunshot, and there's a lot of gunshots in this movie, a lot of gunshots,
Yep.
and they're so pronounced and deep, and you're just like, you could feel them. And even in this room that I don't have the double subs, and I'm not, it's not perfectly set up for that. But then there's also, and I did this a few times through the movie, there's an undertone as well. There's a nice like almost like setting the mood of like the drama to it, like I paused the movie because I'm like, is that the movie, or is like the heat on in the house? Like it's just but it's just a bed layer of bass to just set the noise floor of literally of the room, and you're like, hit pause, goes away. You turn it on, it's like, and your subwoofer kicks in, and I was like, but it's very subtle. It's down there, and it's so good.
That's great.
But yeah, and then the dialogue, you're gonna hear stuff that maybe you didn't hear before, especially at the end when they're fighting. He's like, "Let us at him, let us at him." He's like, "No," and it's like there was stuff there that years and years ago you just didn't know what it was. Everything is so clear now. I mean, I knew on the even on the Blu-ray version there was stuff I pretty much knew all the lines, but it's everything is so clear now. It's just so good. And then again, being the director's cut, and then you have that opening scene in the schoolyard, and like we talked about before, about like his eyes throughout this movie, and his eyes, and how it literally changes by the end of the movie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not psycho," whatever. So much fun, way more fun than I thought. And I love this movie. I do it way more fun than I thought it was going to be, just because I'd seen it so many times. So it really is like one of those, like you haven't seen it like this before.
Yeah, no, it's right. And and whenever you think of the director's cut, you always think of the schoolyard bit.
Yeah.
But there, as we talked about when we reviewed it before, there are different little scenes in here that actually really add to Martin Riggs's character, and you see just how lonely he is. Funnily enough, it's a little bit First Blood, isn't it, Deej?
Well,
where he's on the edge. He needs someone to talk to, and actually you see in this where he actually does go to find someone just to talk to, just to be with, and says to her, "Just come home and we'll just watch the Three Stooges with me." And that's all I want. I just want a companion. Which humanizes him, which of course was removed from the theatrical version,
right?
Because this is 87 now, and we've moved on from 82, and our tough guys have got to be tough guys. We can't have vulnerabilities.
Yeah,
So interesting, isn't it?
and then the other point, like we were saying before, like, is it a Christmas movie? Is First Blood a Christmas movie? Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie? And they mention it here, and it's one of the things I was going to talk to you about yesterday about First Blood. Yes, it is a Christmas movie, because that's when the time of year that if you are alone, that's the time of year that desperation is at its peak. Because you are alone. And he mentions it on the rooftop with the guy, and he goes, "I know, it's like the crazy time of year," or whatever he says, right? And he's like trying to get the guy to get him down. But that's the point. It's like at the holidays, this is the time of year that is difficult. It's like, and people like, that could take place any time of year. Not really. No, you're not feeling that way at the 4th of July.
Yeah, I think if a movie begins
worldwide,
and I think if a movie begins with Jingle Bells Rock, it's probably a Christmas movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Just because she jumped off the building, don't let that bring
Jingle
it
Bells
down.
drop.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
This could be one that I could talk endlessly about. This is another.
Yes. Yeah. And funny enough, for very similar reasons as well. Ex Special Forces, Vietnam comes back. Things go wrong. It's like, and we
it's the only thing I
was
ever good at. Yeah.
And we learn in Lethal Weapon 2 that actually the reason that his wife has passed is because of a link to his past. I mean, talk about this forever. Again, definitely. This could be one to go into again and again and again as well. Found our next one.
All right. We found our next one. There we go. All right.
Let's do it then. Let's do it. Let's round off our week with our going back to yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's do that one. Yeah, let's go. Because
All
we didn't touch on the reason we're here.
The
We
home
didn't touch
theater
on that yesterday.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then I'm actually, let me set it up here.
Yeah.
I'll roll that right into another one. There we go.
Okay.
All right. And we'll hit them all. There we go.
Mm-hmm. All
Take it
right.
away.
Well, you might have heard of this film.
Yeah.
This one is. So we've said it a lot the last couple of days. This is First Blood on 4K disc, and this was. Now, my one is the slightly older 4K release. I know they re-released them on Steelbooks, but this was the Studio Canal version of First Blood, 4K UHD, and DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. Now, if you want to know about the movie, might I respectfully draw your attention to our 2 3/4 hour discussion about everything First Blood in this week's Takeover Tuesday.
Almost
live.
everything. We weren't done.
No, man. No, definitely not. Definitely
Not enough time in the day.
No. Oh, no. But, it's well worth checking out if you like the movie. And actually, as we were going, lots of people in the chat saying, you know what, I haven't seen this for a while. And lots of people saying they're going to then revisit it, which you absolutely should. Because if you don't know every line like what we do, fix that. So we talked about the movie, so I'm not going to go through that. So okay, so image quality. So firstly, then we'll just skip the film stuff and go straight to it. This has never looked as good as the 4K disc is the way to see this movie, because the cinematography on this is a thing of beauty. And for people like me, and I think you, DJ, that initially only ever saw this at home, yeah, it could be Scruff, could be. 26-hour podcast, surely 27.
Yeah, exactly.
So this movie, it has incredible cinematography, and those of us that grew up watching this at home because we were too young to see it in theaters, for the longest time only saw pan and scan 4:3 versions of it. And it's only since the DVDs, really, I don't know about Laserdisc, but certainly DVDs, that you could see it in its widescreen glory. And this movie was shot to be seen in all its glory. I mean, if you're in any doubt, check out the Galt helicopter scene where the camera is on a gimbal, not on a gimbal, on a track, and is literally moving left and right and left and right. And on a pan and scan version, you can't see that. And that has been very deliberately framed. So it's beautiful to look at. It's the colors are great. The reds of Teasel's squad car when he puts his sirens on, the darkness of the cave, the greenery of the forest, his breath when it's never looked colder and more inhospitable.
Yeah.
And never been more grateful to be in a warm cinema room when you're watching it.
For me, one of the most difficult scenes in all of movies up until you get the 4K HDR version of this was the part where they're all hunting him down at the beginning and they have their white hats on. There's some dark scenes there that you lost a lot of detail. It just, because of the nature of the shooting, it was filming, I should say, not shooting, but you know what I mean? And then in the 4K version, all of a sudden you're like, those hats are more pronounced. You can see inside the shadows. I would say the black levels are consistent in this movie. And once you get into it, you adjust. They're not super deep. Right. I never thought that the black levels were super deep. You could have gone, but I think that's just because of how
it's
it was
shooting
filmed.
Style.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that all that stuff in the cave is natural light. There are no lights there. That flame is the only thing giving light. So of course, if you go too dark with that, you're going to lose it all. All that image detail will go. So they have to, I think, elevate it slightly because of that. So I think that's deliberate to a certain extent. So, and again, it's the shooting style. We're talking 81, it would have been shot, and a shoestring budget as well. Of course, it's not like this had a massive budget to it. It was fairly lean and mean. But I love how it looks. I absolutely love it. This is how to see it. A movie that I love, and I love how it looks because of this disc. It's great. The audio is a little bit underwhelming, a little bit.
Yeah.
In as much as I wanted more. Holger yesterday said in the chat, and we never got to it. And again, apologies, Holger. He said about he would like this to have been done in Atmos, and I think a carefully and tastefully done Atmos remaster would be lovely.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say no to that, because I think this is, I think, quite a dated mix. You're never going to confuse this with a modern blockbuster.
Oh God, no.
So, and it is not completely front heavy. It's beautiful and wide across the front stage, but but it's never terribly immersive. Yeah. I didn't think, and quite front heavy for some of it. There's stuff going on in the rears, don't get me wrong, but it's not, you know, like I say, you're never going to confuse this with a modern mix, and even up mixed to Neural X, which is how I watched it. Sure, yeah. Helicopters going around. Yes, you've got, you know, when the squad cars go past, they do go to the back of the room, as does his bike when that goes over.
Yeah,
there is definitely surround in it, but you're never going to really get swept up in it, or at least I didn't. It sounds really good, but it's not great.
Yeah,
is what I mean,
it doesn't have the dynamics of a modern mix. It doesn't have the activity, if you will, like you said. I mean, yes, you can upmix it a little bit, but like we said yesterday, it really is more of a drama than an action movie. Yes. So it doesn't, because of that, it doesn't suffer as much as maybe an action movie would. Yeah, I watched it obviously on Kaleidoscape, and it's not the same, but this is one where the story enhances, I think, the in-room experience.
Yes,
it does it in reverse. It's like, I mean, the picture quality, the audio, it is dated, but it is, again, I think it also shows you that it emphasizes the story and doesn't take you away from, like, as you're paying attention to it. It's like, obviously we talked for, you know, almost 3 hours about the story yesterday. So but yeah, everything you said, it's like it doesn't have the bass that you would want. It doesn't have the dynamics. It doesn't have the activity, but what it does have is, I mean, the dialogue is crystal clear. It is better than it was. I remember when I was a kid trying to watch this and listen to the end scene when, you know, his acting and everything that he's saying there, you had to rewind it or wait for it to come back on HBO or whatever to try and understand what he was saying. And now it's crystal clear. And I think it's a credit to the actual content, but it's also a credit to our systems, right? It's like back in the 80s, you'll watch it through a crappy single speaker that's on your, you know, 20-inch television or whatever, if you had that. It's like, so yeah. So it's,
I think my version has got the mono track on it. I think it has, if you wanted it. Don't know why you would, but if you do, I think that's on there. But yeah, no, I think the soundtrack fits the movie, for what it was always intended to be. But I'd still like an Atmos track, because I think there is things that could be done to it to make it even better. But I'm more than happy with what we've got. I mean, it's so good and so much better than what we ever saw before.
I've been watching this every year at Christmas. For years and years before the 4K version, and now that we have the 4K version, it's like I do remember back, and I remember it much like Lethal Weapon. It's like now Lethal Weapon version is much better than this. I mean, the picture is crisper, sharper, and the audio is much better than this as well. But this is, I mean, like you said, it's never looked better or sounded better. So,
Scruff says it said most dialogue is from two people, so it's not wide, it's front forward. I think it is wide, Scruff. I mean, respectfully, I mean, the music is right across that front wall. And again, if you're wondering about it, listen to when the truck goes through the roadblock. When it goes, listen for that. That whole wall is alive. I mean, it feels like you're watching it on a massive screen because of that. So I think it is a wide sound stage, and there's plenty of pans as well. And empty gunpowder boxes and tins.
Like we were saying, like listen to that. It's like ding, ding, ding. You can hear the detail there that those aren't full. Yeah, but it even like the when he's cutting at the beginning, when he takes the piece of canvas to cut home and you hear, I mean, there's details there that you can get that, you know, we didn't have that kind of tech before to be able to pull all that out. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the way to see it. And again, so if you
Absolutely.
are like, if you were listening yesterday or you listen again to the Takeover Tuesday and think, I do want to see this, get the disc or the Kaleidoscape version.
yeah,
the
4K,
and
latest
enjoy.
4K.
Yeah, enjoy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great.
All
But there we go. All right. Look at-
All
I'm on
right.
time.
Yeah, look at that. I'll save my other one for next week. I have
Yeah, I've got a
others. I
few
know
there
you
as well.
do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't at the beginning, but I would like to thank everybody that helped out with Movember. I'd like to thank SVS for stepping up yet again. They've been literally helping us as a partner with this, and stepping up with the SVS SB 1000 Pro Kaleidoscape this year, coming in with a Kaleidoscape Strato M. So awesome. Thank you to Kaleidoscape for that. And Paul Hurt coming in with again, he said it in the chat, and he was like, what do you think? And that's not easy for him to do. It's a pain in the butt. He loves doing it, but it is difficult, and he does a fantastic job. And Ara, I call him up. I'm like, I asked him if he had any extra speakers, like, cause sometimes he gives them away and stuff. And he's like, cause he just loves doing it, but he's like, you know what? I don't have any that to give away right now. He'd already given them all away or sold them. He's selling them now. People are buying them, which is fantastic for him. But him stepping up and just, I'll tell you what, I'll make them to their specs, what they want. And this is what bookshelf speakers. And so he'll help specs for wood and everything like that. So you're going to get to work hand in hand with that. So thank you to, Kaleidoscape, SVS, Ara, Paul, and Cedia.
And all the people that paid the money.
Yeah, everybody, all the people that participated. So thank you very much. But yeah, I hadn't thanked the donors yet. So for the donors of the gifts, so I wanted to do that. But all right, that good?
Yeah, well, that's what. So 2.5 yesterday, 1 hour and 3/4 tonight. I mean, they've been well served this week, Deej.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're getting by.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this week. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to all the patrons for making everything possible. We're growing and growing. Thanks to you guys. And we will be back next week. I don't know what I'm doing for a Takeover Tuesday. I'll do my best. But at the very least,
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. We can't do that again.
No,
That's
I'm only
not
kidding.
fair. Yeah. But until next time, you know what you got to do.
Go push play. What he said.
That's right.
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.